Hey folks, welcome back to Pokémon XD. Here in the Shadow Pokemon Lab, returning after Coliseum. And this is actually post-commentary because I'm a total idiot and lost the live commentary. But since I'm cutting about half of the footage away, it shouldn't matter too much. Anyway, head off this way because I don't really know which way to go. Run into this random scientist guy who doesn't have a Shadow Pokemon, and therefore I'm editing out his fight, because I have the power. But this one fight was actually important enough to get Spheal's Purification gauge all the way down, as you can see there. So, my next stop was to go off to the Relic Stone. Editing powers away! And here we are at the Relic Stone. Just a quick stop. We'll be appearing here a little bit later in the session for some more Purification shenanigans. Much quicker purification, it seems, than there was in Coliseum. And that's that. Spheal is ready to kick some ass. Got a Roar Beam, which is much appreciated. And also Charm, which is its special purification move. Not incredibly useful. Some people like it. I'd rather just destroy things. I'd rather increase my own stats than decrease others, you know. It's just how I roll. Anyway, nickname is Rin, Japanese name, meaning cold. Shut up, it works. And it's an actual name, so shut up. And that's all we need to do here in the forest, so we are off again! And here we are, back at the Shadow Pokemon Lab. Passed by those guys, still haven't figured out how to count. What idiots. And when I first came into this area, I thought, oh great, they're gonna, like, lessen the amount of useless trainers. We're gonna have, like, interesting trainers and stuff. Also, I went this way because I had no idea what I was doing. Nowhere more to go. Need the ID card to get through there. I'm getting that a while later. But I came in here thinking, oh yay, they're gonna be, like, interesting and not repetitive whatsoever. I was wrong. Plenty of ninjas. The sheer number of ninjas kind of replaces all the useless scientists in Coliseum. But it's alright, because I'm editing them out now, hooray! And there's still 5 Shadow Pokemon in the area, so that's plenty. Now, I honestly thought some important guy is standing where Ein was standing. I thought he'd have Shadow Pokemon. He doesn't. He's just pretty useless. I don't get it. Oh look, another ninja! But this ninja is important because this one actually has a Shadow Pokemon. And this took like, I don't know, 15 minutes of actual game time, but 3 minutes of your time. See why I edit things out? Anyway, she leads off with Shuppet and Swinub. I've got Bite for Shuppet and Water Gun against Swinub. I love Water Gun. I never thought I'd love Water Gun so much. And someone pointed out that Bite was always going to be better than Tackle, simply because Jolteon has amazingly high special attack in comparison to its attack. Okay, that makes sense, and I am totally down with that proposition. Anyway, here's Shadow Spinarak. Kind of redundant because we already had Shadow Ariados in Coliseum, albeit later in the game. But, sort of, kind of useful to have the Shadow Spinarak, because it, apparently gets a sleep move that you can use on things. And sleep move this early in the game, fine, dandy, happy, all good. Very useful. But I'm not gonna use it. People were theorizing that I would use it because I expressed interest at the beginning of Shiny Gold X, which is 1.5 years ago. You think I would remember something like that? Probably not. But it's still sort of interesting. I don't know, maybe I'll use it in my Heart Gold playthrough that I'm going to do off screen and nobody's going to watch because it's going to be my own personal thing. But no, not here. Got Thunder Wave in because I remembered that time. And used Tackle because it's weaker. I didn't want to KO it. But then I remember the spinarak is extremely easy to catch because it's, you know, like a bug from the first route of the game, or second route of the game. So I can just toss the ball and things should be hunky-dory. Gotcha! That's the first of 5 in this area. 5 semi-interesting ones. I mean, they're all viable, but none of them, I'll just say that right now, none of them are ones that I want to use. Although the boss is, I don't know, interesting gimmick, I guess, if you want to use intentionally crappy Pokemon that don't even have, like, uniqueness and interesting value, sure. The boss is that annoying pink-haired lady. She's weird. She can't decide what kind of gimmick accent she wants to use. Sometimes she sounds like a valley girl, sometimes she sounds like a British lady. I don't really know what's up with her. Also, there's Naps right there. You remember Naps? Naps is a cool guy. Like, I didn't realize Naps would be reoccurring in the game when I first ran into him, so it's like, oh cool. I'm starting to like this guy. He does some cool things that are worth liking, even though he's still a villain, at least in this point in the game, as far as I know. I think. Who knows? I don't know. Nobody knows. But the point is, he's a likable and sympathetic kind of villain who's regretting his career choice in life. And I like that. It's probably the most character progression you will see in a Pokemon game outside of the Back in Time Celebi event in Heart Gold. Oh look, what do we have here? We have another ninja and another shadow Pokemon. Hoorah! You also notice that these guys don't have real names. Bugs me. There's realz, there's Voltorb. At this point, I'm not too worried about the Voltorb destroying things. I mean, it's weak to electricity, but Voltorb sucks offensively, so it's not a huge deal. Realz goes down in 1 bite. How many of you saw that coming? Probably most of you. And there's a bagon. There is a reason to bring Sphere along, just for the Aurora Beam that you can use against that guy. I want to use Mud Slap because it was super effective, I guess. Mud Slap kind of sucks. Pretty sure I mentioned that. Mud Slap sucks. But here I can use the Aurora Beam against the bagon. It's a crazy place to put a bagon, really. This early in the game. Kind of a dragon thing. If they had made it snaggable, that would have been awesome. You can raise something good from tiny level to a huge level starting from early on in the game, rather than getting your 8th badge and then catching it and then having to grind a bunch. You know, kind of a better way to do it, more interesting, more fun. But no, they didn't do that, so bagon just dies. Anyway, I get plenty of level ups. Plenty of level ups just in this area in general. If you haven't decided on what team you want to have and you just have your evolution destroying things, you're gonna get quite a few levels. Anyway, here's a Numel. This is our shadow Pokemon here. Another one that was theorized by the same person who theorized Spinarak, and once again, he is completely wrong. Also, I could have used Water Gun and totally destroyed it, but that's not what we're here to do. Voltorb goes down. I suppose Mud Slap is useful as a whittling tool, because it sucks so much, but you can't really endorse it. Oh yeah, Numel completely destroyed Archive. Forgot about that, that's a little awkward. But you've seen an opportunity to send out these dudes. Lady was actually real close to Purification. Not real close, but pretty close. Gets purified by the end of this session. And even with the super effective, that did, like, diddly, honestly. And there's Ladybug's last Purification move, if any of you care. I don't think most of you do. See, Ladybug was taking hits better than Arca. That's a bit sad. But then again, I really like glass cannons, what can I say? I mean, I prefer bulky ones, but the glass cannons are fun to use when they can be used well. And if any place that they can be used well, it's in-game. Because in-game is not very hard, so you can just kind of go around destroying things. It's fun. Gotcha. That's 2 of 5. Making good progress. And that takes care of Solix, and I will see you guys next time.